Morning, everybody. It was already like 2 p.m. Anyways, I'm gonna my doctor's appointment. I have a speech today, so that's why I'm dressed like this. Like, okay. Maybe I need to do the collar too. I don't know. It might be too loose. Like, look, like I'm nervous. Like, I'm wearing this shirt, trying to look professional. Hopefully, I do good on the speech. Let's get started. So I'll be presenting a PowerPoint, and I'm doing an informative speech for my speech class, Speech 101. And I'm gonna start out by saying my topic and all that. So today I will be talking about genealogy testing. So I'm gonna start off with that. That's my title, and then so how I want to talk about saliva. How powerful is your saliva? I forgot what I'm gonna talk about. I'm nervous. Let me just do this again. Okay. Hello everyone. So today I want to talk about saliva. How powerful is your saliva? For centuries we have relied on oral and written records to trace our family history. Have you ever heard a relative, at our family reunion, we are related to Christopher Columbus, or we are related to the great, great, great Native American Pocahontas. And for many generations, we've believed that, and um, we've, for many generations, we've believed those what? What are they called? Those something. I put it in my notebook. Those seclusions. I don't know. And thanks in uh, thanks to today's like thanks to today's thanks to today's psychology. What the fuck? How did I go to psychology? Thanks to today's technology, we're able to actually confirm your roots. Uh, So for $99, you're able to trace your ethnicity, your ancestry. I mean, and connect with relatives and learn about your health disposition. I want to start out by communicating how ancestry and DNA are connected. So when you're learning about your ancestry, you're learning about the migration pattern within your family. For example, in my PowerPoint, you see the migration of my family. You can see where my mom's moms came from, where my mom's maternal mother lineage is, where my mom's paternal lineage is, and where my father's maternal and paternal lineage is. So, for example, my father is blah blah blah, and blah blah. Okay, so for example, my father, both of his parents, according to the Hapa group, they're Native American. That's where they last settled in the North and South America region. On my mother's side, her mother, her mother's lineage, they settled in the American continent. On her father's side, her family settled in the Iberian Peninsula area. And another thing is, another thing is, see, I'm like so disorganized. Another fact that I want to mention is when we're talking about have something about ethnicity. When it comes to ethnicity, when it comes to ancestry, you're able to tell what ethnicity you are. Have you ever been asked the question what ethnicity you are, and then sometimes you just answer with the basic question like Hispanic? Well, thanks to DNA testing, you're able to actually tell you're able to tell what ethnicity you are. For example, I am 80% Native American, 16% European, and 1% Sub-Saharan African. Now I want to move on to how now I want to move on to how how you're able to separate your DNA from both parents. So, for example, as you can see in the slide, I get 48% of Native American from my father's side, and then from my mother's side, I get 38. So you're able to distinguish and separate your ancestry to learn more facts about your family ancestry. Now that I've covered the topic of ancestry, I want to cover the topic of how I want to cover how I want to cover how I know I'm bad. I want to cover how you're able to connect with relatives and through your DNA. so so as you can see on the 23 Million website, it says that I have 1,212 relatives. That means I could connect with a pool of 1,212 relatives, from first cousins to distant cousins. Going on, I want to say that you're also able to um, know what part of your family, what part of your paternal, maternal family your relative comes from. It's very important when doing genealogy testing because that helps simplify the process. So, for example, as you can see in the slide, I have this first cousin, blah blah blah, and as you can see, it says that he is related to me on my mother's side. His mother is not on the system, but because we are related through DNA, we're able to get a confirmation, and I'm able to confirm that he is my first cousin thanks to DNA. Okay, I don't have to say thanks to DNA, but yeah, I do say thanks DNA, thanks DNA, thanks DNA. I can't say thanks DNA to every fucking thing. Anyways, let's go on. So, okay, now I want to talk about how. Now that we talked about that, I want to talk about how DNA influences your health predisposition. So when we're learning about our health dispositions, one of the interesting things is that you learn about your traits. So for example, you learn about whether you're gonna go bald or not. So you'll learn whether you're gonna go bald or not, and you learn whether you have slightly freckles, no freckles, some freckles, or whether you have light skin pigment, dark skin pigment, and also I want to talk about how what's the other topic? I want to talk about how thanks to DNA, because of DNA, you're able to identify genetic risk within your health conditions. You're able to identify, for example, if you are more likely to get diabetes um, based on your ethnicity and your DNA, based on your ethnicity. And lastly, you're also able to see if you're more likely to pass down a certain variant to one of your child, um, such as um, Siala disease, something like that. I don't know. And to conclude, I want to say as DNA sequencing is becoming more affordable and accessible to people, more and more people are able to find out about their ethnicity, connect with relatives, and learn about their health. Learn about their health. Um, pieces. You have to remember that your saliva is very powerful and it comes with consequences. That being said, is DNA testing worth the money? Suppose that both of your parents have died from a terminal illness and you were given a DNA test to test for heart disease. And let's say that you tested positive for heart disease. Would you be comfortable with knowing the information that you've obtained, or would you rather not know? Thank you, that is all. Speech is 7 fucking minutes. It's only supposed to be 5 minutes. Fuck my life. Oh, that's it. That's my speech. I know I stumbled a lot, and I'm still practicing. 'Cause I still have like three, four, five. I still have like 3 hours to practice, so I'm like nervous, and I'm just like sweating. Like this is stretchable. Like I'm so fat that I don't know. I like stretchable things. These pants are stretchable. Like I have like stretchable clothing. Like ever since I gained weight, like I just been on a whole new stretchable clothing type of style. Like yeah. All right. Well, I hope everybody liked my speech. I know it's very. I know one of my topics that most talk about on this channel is ancestry, besides lottery and besides something else. So I don't know. Hopefully everybody liked my speech, even though I stumbled a lot. I know. I know. I'm still gonna do my note card where I have to read off. So I'm not reading off on anything right now, and I'm going based off what I have here. Now I'm supposed to write a persuasive speech. I'm scared. I don't know what to I can't persuade anybody into anything. Like